Buenos dias.
Buenos dias. This is Dia Tres in Slough, and you catch us this morning on a train, an older train again.
Ironically,
and heading this time up to the biggest city in the Catalonian region. Of course, it is Barcelona. So we're going to go enjoy the view because this coastline is spectacular. We'll probably put in some shots if we remember and get our brains in gear.
Yeah,
the coffee hasn't quite
kicked in yet, but
I've only had the one. It's an early start.
And no breakfast either.
Well, that's the advantage.
Because we've had to leave the hotel so early to get here.
Yeah, well, it'll be worth it though, I think.
The train service is absolutely useless from Slough.
Yeah, the services of Tarragona, early morning starts great going that way. But hopefully when they've built the branch modified Portaventura station, we'll start seeing more trains.
And also put this new tram light rail system thing in.
Whatever it is.
Probably in about 10 years' time now in this lot over here. But
it'll go from nothing to something that I always find. That's when the planning portion takes ages. Once the planning's in place, they blitz and build something. When I went down to Andalusia once, we drove towards the town with a border to Gibraltar that I keep forgetting the name of. They finished a road in a day. So things can be built. It's just the paperwork side takes ages. The construction's blitzed.
Well, the track bed's practically is all there, really, and it's only track that.
Anyway, enough waffle.
Anyway,
enjoy the scenery. We'll catch you in Barcelona.
So we've made it to Barcelona. Got the tram, sorry, not the tram, the metro from Sants to La Ramblas.
The station just said Ramblas there, Leso, I believe it is pronounced.
Yeah, we're now currently in a nice little
restaurant-y mini tapas
stuff,
and the breakfasts we got reasonably priced, and I'm not going to turn down food.
Yeah. I might insert a picture somewhere here or there.
Or we might put some video footage of B-rolly stuff of the food as it was, but we'll see how we do.
Yeah.
Depends how hungry I am and how quick I demolish.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You know what's with food. Right, so...
Yeah, that's why I could never do food blogging full time. It's like you have to record everything that comes out. It's it'll be gone. It's like, I was like, I was meant to video that. Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling awkward doing this now because obviously it's been a couple of years since we've been behind the camera out in public, so it's like out of practice, but we're doing our best.
We're forcing ourselves out of the comfort zone. We'll get there.
Exactly. So enough waffling, I think.
Yeah, enough waffling. Let's get the breakfast and then do a Mannix.
Yeah, catch up with you later.
Loads. So after that very nice breakfast, we have wandered back to La Rambla, and to quote a brilliant song by the Mansion Features, walked La Rambla, but not with real intent.
Yeah.
Although we did have intent was to find something, and we are now in the Palacio de Catalunya. Having wandered past the brilliant Mercato de la Boqueria, where we will go back for later, because the food and stuff in there looks incredible.
Oh, definitely, yeah. We've definitely got to get some lunch out there before we get the train back.
Yep. And maybe we can just stay back and eat on the train.
I think that might be the best option.
Yeah, we'll see what we do for time.
Yeah. But
so far, we've been here less than 2 hours and already I have not got enough time.
Yeah, exactly. And in the area we're in at the minute, it's like a little parkish area.
Yeah, it's a central parking. It's like it's a plaza basically. It's a square. You've got little green areas, some trees, some fountains.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if you can hear the water running over there, but I'll do a. No, I can't do a flippy round while I'm recording.
No, we'll do some.
But I'll put a separate video in of a montage.
We'll do some. We'll sort of do some talky over stuff like we do.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah,
we'll figure something.
We're quite good at that, really, aren't we?
Yeah.
To fill time up, sort of thing.
No, what we're doing. Yeah. What the pros do. Not that we're pros, but we're trying.
Well, we're sort of like picking it back up from where we left off a couple of years ago, basically.
Yeah.
Before COVID. Anyway, enough waffling on. Let's continue with the day,
and we'll catch up with you at some point
later. Ta-ra a bit.
Ta-ra.
And so you join us outside
the Catedral de Barcelona. Now I knew this was here, didn't know where it was, wandered off as you do, one down the side street.
Well, I'll seen something else, didn't I?
God knows what he saw, got distracted, went down, came back, we'll head back this way.
And then I noticed this as well.
End of a side street, it's just like, this building is beautiful. This city is incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do some pan shots of it.
We'll get
to get a better shot of it because you can see in the background, but the steeple is way off.
There is screen. Not enough. I don't think there's a screen big enough in the world to appreciate just how incredible and large and spectacular and well maintained this building is.
Yeah, enough waffling. We'll continue on with the day, and we'll catch up with you when we find something else interesting. Hasta la vista. So we've stumbled across another little gem.
The Plaza Real. Apparently, if I made it at all, Plaza del Reyes, I've seen something. Every time it's one or the other, I'll get an exact location, confirm it. But yeah, I love squares like this in countries, just so beautiful. It's surrounded by cafes and all sorts of
apartments. I'm guessing they're apartments. Yeah.
Love to know what the rent on one of those is.
I dread to think.
Probably more than one mortgage payment.
Probably.
And the rest.
Right, so we're now going to head off back to the market, maybe?
The market, if I get some snacks, some drinks, and
then head off back to the station.
From there, work out as we go,
Yeah, so catch you in a bit.
Adios.
Having left the Plaza Real, we're headed back to the Mercat de Boqueria, again apologies for the pronunciation, to do the most important task, which of course was to find food and then eat it. These sort of markets are incredible and selection was amazing. I could happily eat my way around one. Anyway, on to what we got. Jordan got 2 beef burger tacos, whereas I went for 2 different tacos. I can't remember the flavour. I think one was spicy beef. So afterwards, me being me, had to further indulge myself into these lovely battered... I have no idea what they were called. One was ham and cheese flavour, and they were delicious. And of course, having to have to have ice cream when it's nice weather, don't you? So again, one was bueno flavour, and I can't remember what the other one was. Washed down with this delicious fresh lemonade. Honestly, I love these when you can get them. Note to self, when doing this in future, for goodness sake, take notes so you don't look like an absolute unprofessional idiot. Oh wait, you probably will anyway, but never mind. And feeling fully nourished, it was time to head back to Sants Station. Timing perfectly for a direct train back to Portaventura. Now, of course, us being us forgot to film, so here's a quick shot of the train rolling into Barcelona Sants. And then, of course, you can enjoy this lovely view along the route as we head along the Granada coast. Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. Again, apologies if not. So, like I said before, I put a quick history of the line in, so here we go. The bit we're running across now along this coast was the route from Barcelona to San Vicente de Calders. Built by the Valls Vilanova y Barcelona Railway, opened fully through to Estación de Franca in 1887, however the line had earlier opened in 1881. At San Vicente de Calders, the big junction currently being massively overhauled, again didn't take any video of that, we join the route down towards Tarragona, which opened in 1854 by the Tarragona Martorell Railway, who eventually added the Tarragona to Martorell Barcelona Railway. And that line was completed in 1851, eventually linking through to Valencia. Anyway, that's enough of my waffle, back to the main programme.
And journey's end, back at Salou after a very good, comfortable journey. The old trains, those things are comfortable.
Yeah. Shame the air conditioning wire is brilliant on the way back.
I think that's what causes power nap. I tell you what though, you want a nap on a train, 448 series are really cozy. I didn't realise I blinked and we were in Tarragona. I'm like, oh, okay. In the meantime, thank you for sticking around doing this nonsense. And catch you sometime soon with another journey while we're out here.
Yeah, catch you later.